Hi guys, welcome back to Algots. In this video, we are going to discuss a question named Lily's homework. This question has been taken from the platform HackerRank. I'm going to discuss the question in brief, and if you want to know the exact language for this question, then you can refer to the link given in the description below. So the question says that we have been given an array consisting of various integers, and an array is said to be beautiful if the sum of absolute differences of the consecutive numbers inside the array becomes minimum. So what we need to do is we need to find the number of swaps required to convert our original array to a beautiful one, and the minimum swaps would be our answer. So let's take a sample case. Our array consists of 4 numbers, 7, 15, 12 and 3. Now let us find the differences, absolute differences between the consecutive elements. So 8, 3 and this comes out as 9. Now the sum of these absolute differences would be equals to 20. Now we need to reconstruct this array such that we can minimize this value of sum. Now to minimize the sum, what we need to do is for every element we need to find the element which is just greater than the element which we have selected and the element which is just less than the element which we have selected. So if we select the element 7, the element which is just greater than 7 and present in this array is 12, and the element which is less than 7 and closest to 7 is 3. Now the next element is 15. There is no element which is greater than 15, so the right side would be blank, and the element which is closer to the element 15 towards left hand side is 12. Now next element is 12. Towards right hand side of 12 we have 15. Towards left hand side we have 7. Now the last element is 3. Towards right hand side we have 7, and as 3 is the smallest element, we have left hand side as blank. So keeping these conditions in mind, we need to reconstruct our array. So firstly, I'm going to choose the element 3 as there is no element present on the left hand side of this element. So if the first element is 3, our next element would be equals to 7, and for 7, 12 is present on right hand side. Now we move on to next element, that is 12. For 12, 15 is present on right hand side, and for 15 there is no element present on right hand side. So if we find the sum of absolute differences for this array, it would come out as 4, 5 and 3. So sum comes out as 12. So this would be the minimal sum of this array which can be constructed, and we need to find the number of swaps which can convert from this array to the new one. Now we know that if this array is valid, then the array in reverse order would also be valid, as we are taking the absolute differences. For example, if we reverse this array, we get 15, 12, 7 and 3. So the absolute differences are 3, 5 and 4. So sum would come out as 12 only. Now we have to find the number of swaps taken to convert them into these two forms, and the minimum would be our answer. So one thing which we also need to observe is that these two are sorted order of the given array. So first one is the ascending order and the second one is the descending order. So let's see how we are going to swap the elements and convert them into different orders. So our original array which was given to us was 7, 15, 12 and 3, and we need to convert it into 3, 7, 12 and 15. So first of all, I'm going to take the least element and swap it with 0th index. So element present at 0th index, so 3 and 7 are swapped. We get 3, 15, 12 and 7. Now second smallest element is taken, so 15 is swapped with 7, 3, 7 12 and 15. Now this element is placed at correct position, and this element is also present at correct position, so we don't need to swap further. So it required 2 swaps to change it into ascending order. Now if you want to change it in descending order, our descending order version was 15, 12, 7 and 3. So we want to convert this array into descending order. So we will swap the greatest element with the element present at 0th index, that is 7. So our array becomes 15, 7, 12 and 3. Now we need to swap second greatest element with the element present at first index. So our new array becomes 15, 12, 7 and 3. Now we don't need to swap further, so our total swaps were equals to 2. So the minimum of these two values is 2 only, so I'm going to give my output as 2. Now why I'm taking the output as minimum of these two forms? If we take an example where the array has elements 3, 7, 15 and 12. Now if we sort this array in both the orders, first of all I'm sorting it in ascending order, then in descending order, 15, 12, 7 and 3. Now to obtain the array in ascending order, we need to make only one swap between 12 and 15, whereas if I want to convert this in descending order, so the original array is 3, 7, 15 and 12. So first of all I'm going to swap 15 with 3, then I'm going to swap 12 with 7, then I'm going to swap 7 with 3. So it takes 3 swaps to get the descending order form of this array. So to form ascending order it took 1 swap, and for descending order it took 3 swaps. So I'm going to return 1 from a function. That's why I'm choosing the minimum amongst the values which we are getting. So let's see how we are going to implement the code part for this question. So for coding part we would require 4 arrays, 2 original arrays and 1 array in ascending order and another array in descending order. So I'm taking the second case where the elements of array were 3, 7, 15 and 12. 3, 7, 15 and 12. Now the ascending order would be 3, 7, 12 and 15, and descending order would be 15, 12, 7 and 3. Now we are going to see how we can implement the swap counting function. So for doing that I am going to use a map. Now maps have keys and values, and in keys we are going to store the elements inside the array, and the values would be the indices at which they are stored. So we are going to iterate on the original array and we are going to store the keys and values. So for 3 we have 0, for 7 we have 1, for 12 we have 3, and for 15 we have 2. Now we have constructed the map for the original array. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start iterating on the ascending order array, and I'm going to check whether the array located at same index in the original array is same or not. So the element here at 0th index is same in both arrays. Now I move on to the next index. Again the elements are same. So I move on to the second index. I find that the elements 12 and 15 are not equal. So what I'm going to do to swap them is I'm going to search for the position of 12 inside the map. So it is equals to 3. So 12 is located at third index inside the original array, and at second index we have 15. So we are going to swap those values inside the map as well as inside the original array. So here 3 becomes 2 and 15 becomes sorry, 2 becomes 3, and after swapping we have array as 3, 7, 12 and 15. Now I move on to the last index, that is index number 3. I check whether the element is equal or not. So elements are equal, so I don't need to swap them. So I can keep the count of swapping by taking a variable swapping. So I updated the value of swap when we swap the elements inside this map. So swap count for this case would be equals to 1. Now let's see how we are going to convert the original array into the descending order. Again, I'm going to construct a map with same keys and values, 7 and 1, 12 and 3, 15 and 2. I'm writing my original array here, 3, 7, 15 and 12. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the element present at 0th index. It is different, so we'll swap them. So indices get swapped here inside the map, and we also need to swap them inside the original array. So now my new array becomes, and my swap variable is also updated and incremented by 1. Now I move on to the next index. I found that the elements are not equal, so again I'm going to swap them. So I'm going to swap 1 and 3 inside this map. So this becomes equals to 3 and this becomes equals to 1, and I'm going to update my original array as well as the count variable for counting this number of swaps. Now I move on to the next index. 7 is stored inside this index, and inside my new array which I'm constructing, 3 is present. So we are going to swap values inside the map as well as inside this array. So 3 and 7 are swapped, and I incremented my value of number of swaps by 1. Now I move on to the last index, and the element present here is 3. Element here is 3 only, so they are same. So I don't need to increment the value of swaps here. So the number of swaps calculated were equal to 3, and in the ascending order case they were equal to 1. So my output would be equals to 1. So this is the algorithm for this question. Now let's discuss the time complexity. So first of all, we are going to iterate on both the arrays simultaneously, so that would require n iterations, and for every iteration we are checking the index from this map, so that would take log of n time. So this is the time complexity for this algorithm. I hope you have understood the algorithm for this question pretty clearly. So thank you guys for watching this video. Stay tuned for the upcoming videos.